G-Surfer reckons we should let B Spec Bob have a drive. You know what? I'll be lazy. I'll be lazy. We will let B Spec Bob have a drive of the of the car. If he fails, we can all shout at him. In fact, this is great. We could just send B Spec guy for a run. Can we just go like push hard? Yes, push hard in the B and go for it. Overtake. Overtake. I'm not sure the overtake quite works like that. The overtake button quite works like that. But oh dear. Mr. X saying no micro super turbo. Unfortunately, no. It is a shame because that was a brilliant car. B Spec Bob is not very good. I'm going to be honest. He's so far not overtaken a single micra. Superman, he says, so blame Bob if he fails. Absolutely, we will blame Bob. It will be all his fault if he fails, because so far he's failed to overtake a single car in the opening lap. It's not looking good. He's not even overtaken the standard B. That's quite disappointing, Bob. Come on, you can do better. Come on. Oh, you've fallen off the... Bob's crashed! I think we need a better Bob. We need an upgrade. We need a Bob Mark II. Maybe we need a Bob Super Turbo. I think that seems like a good way to go. I've got the pace on full. He is on as fast as he can go. And he just falls off the circuit and bounces off the... Oh, God, he's terrible. Alright, here we go. Bob is ready with the Civic. Go! Overtake, don't brake. What are you doing? You've punted an orange car off. Where are you going, Bob? He's got an overtake done. It was the worst overtake I have ever seen. He's got 2 overtakes done. Oh, that's more like it. Look at that. You've bumped into a Civic, but okay. Look at Bob. Bob has done some overtakes. Maybe we just won't go push hard because I don't really want him to quite fall off the circuit. Something's pinging, and I think that might be Bob trying to send Morse code to us. Oh, I've pressed a button I probably shouldn't have done. I thought the race monitor would be cool. Okay, no, it is fine. I forgot you could speed up time when you are in this. It does change the resolution of the... oh, we missed an overtake. It does change the resolution of stuff slightly. Bob's got up to the... Oh, Bob's crashed! Bob's very much crashed. No, come back on the circuit. Oh, you didn't lose a position. I'm glad we went back. That was the perfect time to rejoin as Bob is just bouncing across the grass. Wow. Listen to the vacuum cleaner. What did they use for the sounds on some of this? Like, they literally have just put a vacuum cleaner to a microphone for that. It's not an engine. Can we get him to bin it in the wall? Can we get him to roll? Can we get B Spec Bob to find a way to roll a car? I feel like we should. Look, if we didn't try this, it would be remiss for us not to try this. Come on, B Spec Bob. Have a roll. Have a roll. Have a roll. Or an oversteer. You've managed to stay on the track best when I've told you to push. How does that make any sense? I mean, he's going to win, and well done, Bob. Well done, you have won a race. But... one does not understand any of this. Bob is a peculiar character who managed to win a race, fell off a track a lot, and did some stuff. You know, things happened. We've got Bob versus Gary. There is genuinely a Gary in this race. I could not have timed that better. I could not have planned that better if I had wanted to. So... we will find out the answer to the most important of all questions. The most important of stream questions that have ever come up. Can Bob beat Gary? I forgot to do the ordered wing. However, I don't want to back out because we might not have Gary again. So, Bob is going to be with old oil and no wing. But, we'll be on maximum aggression. Come on, Bob. Let's do this. Push hard and overtake. Bob's almost crashed immediately. Oh dear. GTFX asking who's Gary. Gary, that red car that you see ahead of the Opel Speedster is a Gary Yarra? I don't know how it's pronounced, but we've called it Gary because I'm dyslexic and can't pronounce anything. So that's the Gary. Come on, Bob! Overtake a car. You've not overtaken a car into the first corner. Oh, the Vauxhall has crashed into Gary. You're going to go around the outside. Bob did an overtake. An overtake was done successfully. Oh, it's Bob versus Gary. He's bumped Gary. He's going to go around the... No, he's not going to go around the outside of Gary. Surely not. Surely not. He can't hold on to that one. Bob's actually doing a good driving. He has. He's got Gary. It was an excellent cutback on the exit of the corner, and Bob has completed the pass. Now he's after some low ties, which are probably not... Well, it might not be as easy. Oh, he's got a good run on the exit again, but there's not going to be any space to beat the Elise through that corner. Bob's not fallen off a circuit once. He's got the exit. He's overtaken and not fallen on the grass. What's going on? We've built Bob a good car. How have we done this one? How have we built Bob a good car? This isn't correct. He's now crashed into an Esprit. That's more like it. That's more Bob-like driving. Just bump into the back of an Esprit. Come on, get the exit. You can get the Esprit. You can do the Esprit this lap, or you can wobble and wobble, and that was a little bit overcommitted on the way into the chicane, I will be honest. However, you might get him into the final corner. Oh, that's a lovely dive. Look at that. Bob's up another position. Yeah, he's got the Esprit. We'll have the exit. You've got 2 laps to get the leader. Come on, Bob. You can. Oh, you know you're going to need 2 laps. You've slightly crashed. Oh, you've overdone that, haven't you? No! You've done a Verstappen. Don't Verstappen it. Thank you. You've got back on the track a bit better, and you've not broken a Ferrari, so I will take that. Oh, dear. This is the best thing I think we've done on stream. This is the best thing we have done on stream, I think, so far. Come on, Bob. You can get that run out of the final corner again. Come on, get the overtake. Down towards turn 1. Just don't overdo it under brakes again. Channel Ricardo, not Verstappen, I think, is the way to go. Maybe we don't go for lunatic pace. We control Bob pace a little bit more. There we go. Through the chicane. Nicely does it. And Bob, just don't throw off it. Don't do it now. If you crash off of the circuit now, I will not be happy. Neither will chat. Well, maybe chat will be. You nearly hit the pit lane. Christ. I'm not sure my heart can take watching Bob drive around these circuits, I'm going to be honest. Oh, he very nearly binned that on the final corner. Here we go. Bob, it's maximum attack Bob. There is no Gary for us to race in this one. There are some VX220s and some low ties to go racing against for our... pretend it's basically a rebodied Lotus, I think, this. I don't actually know anything about the Hummel, never heard of it until Gran Turismo. Well, Bob's got a car before the first corner, which is a pretty damn good going. It's a good start. Did a very good start, actually, from our little drivatar. Come on, get the black at least not quite through there. Those wheels do not... I mean, they do a thing. They do a thing to the Hummel, I will say that much. I'm not sure if it's a good thing, but they do a thing to the to the Hummel. Come on, Bob. You've chickened out of that one. You've done a Bottas. As I say that, I personally don't think Bottas really chickened out of anything. I think he was just sensible. Oh, look at there's a double overtake. Oh, now that's how you do it, Bob. That's how you do it. It's around the outside of one. No, it's the inside of one and outside of the other. Well played, Bob. Oh, you're going to just bump it at least. There is some touring car lines going on here. There are some real touring car lines going on right there. But you know, he got the pass done. I'll give him that much. He got the pass done in a BTCC approved way. God, here. Now you... Oh, he's got some flight. There was Bob airtime. There was literally Bob airtime right there. And he's got the Esprit. If he can get it stopped in time, the Esprit might try and come back on the exit, but the Esprit won't have the power. Look at the drive of the Hobble. The mighty gold-wheeled Hobble is going to run away. And all Bob needed was a lap. A lap, and Bob has got to the front of the field. However, as per the rules, Bob is going to be on maximum attack mode, because that is the only mode. Yeah, there we go. But how did you manage to get around the circuit fine when you were racing other cars, but as soon as you're on your own, you go exploring? Like, do you get bored? Is that what it is? Is this Bob's got bored of driving the circuit normal? Now he's out front and just wants to go and visit the scenery. Bob is, as I said, Bob is an interesting fella. He does what he wants when he wants, and sometimes he's quite a quick driver and does amazing overtakes, and then other times he bumbles his way across. No, you're going to bump. Oh, no, you didn't bumble across grass. That's fine. Now you're going to do the slideys. Oh, now you're going to bumble into the wall. Bob! Jake, I think we need a Bob is off the circuit command. We're going to have, like, our entire command list is going to be just Bob commands, but... Bob is impressive in his driving prowess, I feel, right now. Lamar reckons Bob is the Stig. Bob has hit a wall and quite hard, hit 2 walls as well now. Bob, what are you doing, man? How did you get through all of those corners amazingly well when chasing down cars? But now, where are you going? You're James May. Bob's stopped. Why are you in reverse? I think Bob went on strike in a corner. Mid-corner, Bob has gone on strike. I'm done. Like, this is the height of FailRace right now. We cannot ever top this. Ever. We've got a broken Bob. Oh, you've screwed up my plans. My plans was to go through this championship and win everything and get a car without having to do anything. But no, Bob gave up. He just parked. Christ. Right, chat. It is the great game of guess where Bob is going to finish in this race. I'm going to hazard a guess that he will lead and then he will probably not lead. But we will see how it goes. Can we get a car before turn 1? And maybe. Yeah, we are a little bit faster than the VX220. We're a little bit faster than the Vauxhall. I think it's the Vauxhall version rather than the Opel version. Not sure. Not that it massively matters too much. We've got one. We've got one car by turn. Oh, we've got Clio V6 that we're racing against here. Come on, Hobble. Or come on, Bob, I should say. I don't know what, cheer for the Hobble, cheer for Bob. He's going to go and clonk the back. No, I think he might just got out the slipstream in time for the Esprit. Oh, you're going to try and go the long way round. No, he's going to get pulled ahead just in time. Oh, he's got 2 into 1 corner again. And he's going to get a third. Oh, at least, to be fair, that was not Bob's fault. No, that was Bob's fault. That was a BTCC pass if ever I saw one. Oh, he's got bopped by. He's got bopped by an Esprit. At least, sorry, got bopped by a Clio. It's all got a little bit boppy and bobby. You get the idea. He's through. Either way, Bob is up into a 2nd place. Now, Chase. Oh, I don't know. Was it the front? Was it the front? Whatever you are, you're not as exciting as Bob. Oh, it's an MR2. Definitely not as exciting as Bob. Come on, Bob. We can chase. We can go hunting. You've got a long straight here. You've got a long straight to go and beat the MR2 down towards the final corner, and you will probably. You're not going to quite. Oh, camera. Look at the car. I don't care about the skylines. I don't care. I wanted to see. Look, Bob didn't overtake, and you weren't even looking. God damn it. Bob's also hit a wall, but that's maybe don't show us. Oh, the Toyota did try to take us out a little bit, but. I wish I knew why the camera was looking at the scenery, but Bob's got an overtake. Now, do I do things sensibly? Chat, it's up to you. Do I do things sensibly and take Bob off maximum attack mode? Or do we just leave it on the full Bob and let him go crazy and ping off every wall he can find? He's hit a roundabout immediately. So... I really don't understand how He is absolutely fine when he's chasing cars down. He is absolutely perfectly comfortable at chasing cars down, but as soon as there is nobody to chase, he just goes maximum attack and hits all the walls. It's... I mean, I would hope... Oh, that's not a... That's not... Where are you going, Bob? That's not how you corner. Oh, no. Don't get stuck again. Come, Bob. Go. Move. Move. Just, okay, wall grind. Either way, you're going to have to go maximum attack on the MR2 again, aren't you? Bob. Okay, maximum Bob mode is quite dangerous. Although he has got a car to chase now, so he'll probably be good again. See? Look at that. That was a lovely overtake. It was perfectly timed. Perfectly timed, perfectly executed overtake. Well done, good sir. Maybe we'll take you off overtake mode. Maybe that's what's causing you issues. Maybe we'll keep you on push hard, but overtake makes him take silly dives in wonky lines. Sure, that makes sense. Here we go. Maximum attack. Of course, Bob's only speed and full overtake to try and chase down an NSX. Chat, place your bets as ever. Will Bob beat the NSX, or will Bob bury himself in a gravel trap? He's beat the Vauxhall off the start line. He's up to 5th already, which is always helpful. He's not got the Clio, although he will get the Clio. Actually, the Clio's got boxed in. Oh, Bob, you've clonked into an MR2. You have got an overtake done at least. And you're going to get the MR2 around the outside and the NSX all in one go. Oh, Bob's on his... Oh, Christ. That was some commitment. Bob was absolute. That is 100% commitment right there. He was on 2 wheels on the sand and he did not lift. I'm well done, sir. Well, the cameraman, you're looking at the scenery again. We want to know where Bob's going. Bob is currently going down a hill in control of his car. Relatively well in control of his car, it would seem. No, maybe not. Okay, he pinged off a wall, but it was only a little ping off a wall. So, there we go. Yeah, he's on cold tyres at the moment, and Bob is doing a good job of actually not crashing constantly. I've even left him on overtake mode like a fool, because I don't know why. But as soon as he gets those tyres warmed up, he will then drive like a lunatic. Like the lunatic we know and love. And... Oh, oh, that was close to the wall. I thought that was going to be the lunatic moment there, but he's fine. Oh, no, Bob, don't go over that park. There's invisible walls around there, which is always helpful. When there are invisible walls, it always helpful. Stops Bob getting stuck somewhere. In fact, this circuit is quite difficult for Bob to do anything too dumb with, because there's walls just about everywhere, and actually Bob is driving quite well at the moment. You know, he's pinged off a couple of walls. I'm going to say that. I knew I was going to say that, and we were going to cut to a shot of Bob bouncing across the gravel. I could just sense that that was going to occur. Bob. I can't say anything nice about you. I can't possibly say anything nice about you. Can Bob hunt him down for 3 out of 3? I don't know. I don't know. We will, of course, have maximum Bob speed for the... certainly for the first lap. We'll take him off overtake for the second lap, but maximum Bob speed is the only speed that he can possibly ever drive at. Come on, let's get some cars before turn 1 again. Get a good launch on the Elise. Yes, you will. Thank you very much. We're up to a 5th place. Now, you've got to get these cars quickly. Well, listen, just if you want to bop an Esprit out the way, just bop an Esprit out the way. Nobody minds too much. Don't foot Bob. Stay on the circuit. Thank you. Well done. Why can't you do that when you've got warm tyres? I will never know. You're going to go up the inside of the Elise. Yes, you are. Nice, clean overtake on the Lotus. Well, cleanish overtake on the Lotus. Are we going to get the NSX up the inside? Yes. Oh, the Honda is going to fight that one. The Honda is really going to fight that one, but it is not going to hold on. Come on, Bob. Oh, you've got a lovely run up the hill. You're going to pass Gary with no effort. What? Oh, no. Bob. Gravel trap. Okay, maybe with some effort required. Okay, Gary has kept the lead very briefly. I mean, that was just a little. Bob's just toying with Gary. That's what's going on here. Bob, that looks like a very wide line. Bob. No. That's not part of the race circuit. Bob. Keep the head. Oh, Bob's crashed into Gary. What sort of car would that create? I do not know. We probably do not want to know. Oh, Bob's off the circuit again. No, don't visit that gravel trap, you muppet. Come on, Bob. Back on the circuit. You didn't stop this time around, which is good. I wonder what it is with this circuit that he just, the Bob doesn't like. Maybe he just doesn't like Autumn Ring. He just doesn't like Autumn Ring. He's got Gary. I think he's overtaken Gary 3 times now. Oh, you're going to have a really big crash, Bob. Bob, you've hit the cameraman. You're going to put the cameramen out of business. I mean, most of them are busy looking at the scenery, but that one was doing their job and you just crashed into them. Bob, where are you going? What are you doing? Bob is... You see, Bob's now going to do an amazing run around the outside of Gary. We're not going to see it because the cameraman's not looking. There we go. Bob's got the overtake done. And off again. No, Bob. Christ. Bob has slowed down Gary so much that the NSX is now going to... The NSX might win this rivalry. I don't... Oh, I kind of want the NSX to win this rivalry just for the entertainment here. Oh, come on, around the outside of the NSX. Well done, Bob. Come on, you've got to get... No, you're on the grass again. Bob, that's not the racetrack. We've been through this last lap. We've bopped the NSX. We are past the NSX. We've got airtime again. We're up to second. Where are you going? Christ, this is the worst bit of driving I've seen from Bob so far. Unless we get a mega run, which we might do here. Come on. Come on, Bob. Get that acceleration. Beat the Gary to the line. No! Gary will win! Oh, you got Gary after the line. But that's not good enough, is it, Bob? We're going to have to try and be a little bit careful here. We are going to have to tell him to push. There's no other choice here. We've got to get these cars quickly, but maybe we'll turn him back a little bit earlier, perhaps. Less pinging off of the circuit, but we're going to give it a damn good try. Right, let's go for the same start we had last time. Up the inside of the Elise, good. Up the inside of the Esprit, from a long way back, not quite close enough, but you might get the Esprit on the exit here. Come on, Bob. You can get an overtake. Come on, Bob. We need you to clear this traffic. We do definitely need you to clear this traffic pretty quickly. I don't want to have to take control of the Hommel, but I will if you are incapable of overtaking an Esprit, goddammit. Last time you were passing the Elise by this point. I mean, he's not crashed. You're going to go around the outside? Okay, good move. That's a good overtake, that one. Now, where do you see your medium pace? Oh, God. Okay, just get past... Oh, no, because this is the corner you crash on a lot. Bob. Okay, you're fine. You got a little bit close. Just a smidge close to the off the circuit. Come on, Bob. You should have had a dive up the inside there. You could have done. You could have been brave. The problem is he's been held up so much by the Elise that the NSX and Gary are starting to pull away here. Come on, Bob. We need you to not fall off the circuit here. We need you to go quickly. We need you to do some things. Some good things. Catch Gary. Catch the NSX. I'm not... Okay, now push hard out of this corner. Go flat out all the way down the straights. We should have the most straight line speed in this race. There is no doubt about that. At least we are closer this time than we were previous attempt at this point in the lap. Oh, is he going to try to do both in one go? Not quite. He got the NSX, though. Well done. Good overtake, Bob. It was a little bit of a clunky, but it was an overtake nonetheless. Now it's just Bob versus Gary. The great battle. It comes down to this. The 5th time of asking. On the final lap of the race, Bob's going to have a dive up the inside. Come on. Finish on that move. Do the move. Complete the part. Camera. We're going to miss the overtake, aren't we? Because the cameraman's lazy. Bob, crash into this cameraman. Please. Not the other one. The other one was fine. You missed the one. I mean, not that I want you to crash. But, Bob, don't you bloody dare fall off the circuit there. God, no. Okay, you're fine. You're playing that one really risky with all of the curbs. I know you want to use as much of the race circuit as possible, but I mean, you've got the speed. You don't need to quite be that ludicrously close. Because I know as soon as you touch the grass, you're going to continue to explore along it for a huge length of time. Just through the chicanes, sensibly. No airtime, please. Okay, or airtime. No, whatever you want. Whatever you feel like going for. Just don't fall off at this final hairpin like you've done before. Don't grab reverse. Please don't. Bob! Bob! No, don't you. You're going to test my patience, aren't you? You are still going to be able to win, thank God, but... oh... Bob, you have got a victory. You have won the series. You beat Gary. It was 3-2 in the end. You still managed to try and have a little bit of a trip through the gravel trap. You still wanted to build some sandcastles before taking the victory.